Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing, of course, as Communist China. So, currently we are kind of sitting here at a relative stalemate with Japan. They have lost some islands to the Americans. They've also gained some islands. It's a little bit messy. Speaking of weird things to control, it's interesting that a 2-island up here is still owned by America. It's relatively close to Japan. So, right now we're kind of waiting and building up our forces. Don't want to win this war too quickly. That wouldn't be that good. If anything, we want to bleed normal China more. So, we'll see how this goes. Japan has lost a lot of troops. They've lost a lot of troops. I've lost a lot of troops. Which is a problem because I can't get more troops. But Japan itself is starting to run semi-low. They're going to obviously go to all adults must serve soon. In other news, the Allies don't seem to be doing so hot against the Axis, seeing as Ireland and Spain are still duking it out, although Ireland's pretty much doomed. They have like 19, yeah, there we go. They had like 19 or so divisions, but it was going to be over really fast. They just didn't have any reserves. At some point, the AIs just build too many troops. That's kind of what event usually happens to the Germans. They just outbuild all their reserves. Oh, they're going to find the Reichskommissariats, which should be interesting to see. What's going on down here? Anything I can mess with? I wouldn't mind clearing out this one little peninsula, though. No losing. Wow, isn't that amazing? With all these troops, they can still stop us. Well, no point in me wasting anymore, man. Oh, look at this. Looky here. China's actually made progress. See if they'll give me control of one of these provinces. Nope. Obviously, they hate me a little too much. Also, I've done significantly less war score than they have, but it'd be nice to control another province. Typically, I'm wondering why no one has tried to advance their troops to, like, right there. Cut their armies off from each other. Ah, that would be why, because they're going to immediately reinforce that position. Makes somewhat sense. I've also discovered I really hate this new Field Marshal commanding all your armies decision. It just does not work well. But I'll stick with it. But I find it easier in some of my other games just to basically use all generals the way you used to use it, which is rather sad. It's a great concept, just executed poorly. There's nothing I want to do with you there. Over here. No level ups. Nothing there, nothing there. I would really like to take this territory. Despite the fact that I'm trying not to use a lot of my troops, I really would like to at least separate their forces. There we go. Of course, now my force is immediately going to lose. Oh, but it looks like China had troops. Nope. Well, that was a totally wasted offensive. Great. Also, I've noted something in the last day. I don't know if anybody cares. There's a difference between humorous and, funny and humorous. I think it's funny and amusing. Yes, funny and amusing. Something can be funny, but usually amusing means somebody or something is suffering in the process. random uses of the English language, huh? Oh, I really hope the Allies will actually, have a hope of winning some of these battles. They still have 2 million, they have 700,000. However, they are really out of manpower. They're out of manpower too. Italy, on the other hand, actually doing pretty well. Well, we did retake that little area of Tianjin, so progress is slowly being made. It'd be really cool if we could like break through and actually take this region, but outside of me wasting another 1,000,000 men on it, not gonna happen that easily. How are we doing production-wise? Slow progress. I guess that makes some sense. With the downfall of the Soviets, our supply situation has gotten worse, unfortunately. What can you do? At least we have almost the same amount of military factories as actual actual China does. But we have an immense deficit of infantry equipment. Like, I'm surprised they managed to lose that much infantry equipment. Oh well. Eventually it'll all sort itself out. As long as we hold the lines, I really wish we weren't suffering so much attrition. Unfortunately, we can't launch any offenses with no supplies, so just a matter of holding the line and letting the Americans and British duke it out with the Japanese Navy. Surprised they're doing so well versus the Americans. The British look like they're actually having some issues. They still got the strongest navy in the area, but I don't know if that's enough. Oh yeah, I forgot that I was boosting ideology in the Germany, and in actual China itself. Probably should stop the actual China at some point. Just trying to lower their stability a bit. Amazing how powerful some of the Chinese idea is, but it's also amazing all the negatives that come with the Chinese ideas. Or focuses, I guess, if you want to be technical. Although, why you're putting all your troops right there on that border, I will never understand. Bizarre. No openings, no progress. China is still attacking. Fair enough. Without me, China would have been destroyed so fast it would have been hilarious. German has switched to all service by requirement. Interested to see what happens when they form the Reich commissariats. Would be relatively amusing. At least I'm not at war with Germany. But where are the American military? Are they just sitting in, like, America garrisoning it? Sometimes the AI will do dumb stuff like that. Oh, come on. Do some island hopping. Seriously, it's not that hard. Speaking of countries that should be doing better, how is Free France doing? Looks like they're getting crushed by Vichy France. No, I don't want to improve diplomatic relations. They have 171 divisions. They have 71 divisions. And they still can't beat Vichy France because they have factories. Yeah, yeah. Come on, De Gaulle. You need to do better than this, buddy. Look how big Italy is. To be fair, this is probably the most successful Italy I have ever seen in this game. Italy usually doesn't do this well. Okay, factories are still churning out stuff. Really could use the more tanks, though. The irony is we actually have the tanks. It's the infantry equipment we're suffering from. 132 a day, and it's still not enough. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh yeah, I was going to cancel ideology in China at some point, wasn't I? I just wanted to cause enough trouble that when they tried to go for democracy, they would have issues. Holy China. There we go. Experimental mechanical unit. That's progress. Combined arms warfare. A veteran mechanized division. Nice. Which means interesting. Reality, I should switch that to mechanized infantry, but I don't know if producing a lot of motorized mechanized infantry will help us much, but I'll at least create one production line of it. Reality, I should probably build some civilian factories at some point. I don't have that many. Though I am relatively amused at how incompetent China is to actually fighting Japan. China is still literally on volunteer only. Which is hilarious because they have a modifier that says, what is it, volunteered forced recruitment or whatever? Forced conscription, yeah. They also have ineffective bureaucracy, so they only get like 1/3 of their population. Ugh. Absolutely crazy. Interestingly, Lithuania is still alive and doing fine. Currently, Germany is not creating any independent countries, which is interesting. I hope the British still hold out. They're holding Northern Ireland. 3 provinces, huh? The Spanish are getting driven out of Ireland so far. Yeah, align Romania. Romania already works for you, buddy. Whatever. Bizarre. Very bizarre. Let's see. How are we doing here? 0.02. What are we doing in China? 0.04. Guess it makes some sense. I just really wish I knew what I was supposed to do at this point other than just sit and wait until the Japanese run out of manpower and my forces rebuild. Sucks that we're still losing infantry equipment. The recovery from the long march just does not ever go away. Ay, ay, ay. always right there. I want to build that because we could really use some rubber and oil coming in. We could really use more than just 2 of those. Throw another one in there. Oops. One lease? Yes. Thank you. That would help a lot. How long is it going to take to build these, though? Ages. Oh, yeah, it's July. It'll take us to November to build one. Really wish there was an easier way of doing that. At least technologically, we probably are catching up to Japan itself. So there is that. We're still throwing all our planes into this conflict and probably not really getting anywhere. We are disrupting their bombers, but that's about it. They are just that dangerous. Really? I could only build 2. Built a whole new factory, got a whole new technology, I could only build 2. Okay, let's see if I can actually win a battle. It would be nice to push in at least one more territory. But nope, now we're losing. Why do we just all of a sudden start losing these battles? Low supply. Eesh. That low supply just cripples us every battle we fight. How much Lend-Lease are we actually even getting? We're literally only getting 1. But we can't convince America to supply us with arms. They have them, but they don't want to use them. Okay, Spanish have retaken all but, again, 1 province in Ireland. Belfast is still under siege. But what's this? The British have made a landing in nationalist Spain, and Vichy France has apparently gained land. Interesting. And they're also still killing Free France, which kind of sucks. At least I don't have to worry about it. Literally the only one I have to fight is Japan right now. But it'd be nice to know what's going on. I really should just pull a whole division back because of the amount of attrition they're suffering. 400 more days till we're vaguely caught up on infantry equipment. Just sad. Ay, ay, ay. Not much happening anywhere that I can involve myself with. Even these guys right here are barely even sitting at like 50, 60% of combat strength. Really kind of sad. The attrition is just killing my men. I think I might pull this guy back. Hopefully that doesn't weaken my defenses too much. I'm just hoping it might reduce some of the attrition we're suffering. Just even a little bit. 2% would make a huge difference. "24 divisions off the front line would hopefully not weaken us too much." Here's another location where I kind of want to pull back troops as well, but amazing how slow the game is going these days. The amount of troops on the field just slow the game to a crawl. Jeez, Germany has so many troops. That reduced the attrition a little bit. Barely. Ay, ay, ay. If it actually came down to a fight between me and China, I don't actually know who would win. Between me and Japan, I mean. I don't want to pull these guys back as well. They're all sitting on one province, so might as well. Lower that attrition a bit. Hopefully. With the sheer amount of production we have, we should be in great shape, but not much going on. A British invasion of Spain was stopped. Ireland is still under siege. Anything happening in America? Nope. Anything happened versus the Japanese islands? I think that's progress, right? I think they've taken a couple islands since I last looked. Probably crazy though. Japan up to these days. Fortify the border. Who knows what Churchill and the US are up to. Okay. Let's tell me what my score is? No. Ugh. I think I'll do war propaganda against Japan, maybe? Might be useful. Or I should save it. Probably save it, honestly. Kind of cool that I can slowly chip away at Germany's support. Although I do have to be careful I don't accidentally create communist normal China. Go with the attrition. What a mess. What a mess. At least I've reduced the attrition down here from 10 to 3%. Still no progress though, but... Oh, did you level up? You did! Ooh, that's nice. Boost his skill a little bit. Oh, no, we don't want to choose insignia. We're happy with what we have. Army's actually in really good shape. I think I'll pull this guy back too. In some ways, I almost want Japan to push back a little bit. Sounds kind of stupid, but... we're fighting a little bit too far from our supply lines, which is why we're suffering so much attrition. Anyhow, that will be it for this episode. Sorry not much is going on, but we're kind of at a stalemate right now. So, and the U.S. is proving to be fairly incompetent coming to help us. So, thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.